Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my intro for part 2, my second half of my spring 2020 plant tour for my Santa Monica studio. In yesterday's video, you got to see an overview of what my Santa Monica studio looks like and the first half of the plant tour. In today's video, you are going to be seeing the second half of the plant tour. Enjoy and thank you for coming back to watch the second half of my plant tour. So as you see here on my 3-tier macrame hanger, which you can find in my Amazon shop, link is in my description box. I have my Starfish Sansevieria. There's a few babies. One of my subscribers purchased one of the babies off of it recently, so love being able to have a little baby up there. On the second tier, you see my neon Philodendron. I absolutely love it. There's some variegation happening in it. It seems to be very happy there. So anytime there's lots of rain, I will take all of these babies out and have them catch some rain. And then on the bottom tier, you see my second Hartley Philodendron. And I love being able to help my plant friends out with their collection, especially if they're new to plants. So my friend Lance has 2 sections of this plant baby, as well as my bestie Diana that's about to give birth. They both have sections of this plant. I definitely don't mind sharing. So 2 of my friends that are not into plants but have a few plants from me was able to get some of this mother plant. So very happy to see it living and thriving in my friends' homes, and hopefully that'll inspire them to get more plants. Here's my variegated rubber plant. Love it. It's been with me for a while now, probably 4 or 5 years. Kind of a slow grower, but hey, it's all good. I love being able to see it live in my space, and it's just kind of living life next to my South African bird and my elephant. My beautiful original spider plant. A lot of my plant friends has babies from it. Very cool plant. As you see, it just kind of hugs this corner. I love being able to see the babies trail off with the mother plant, so I definitely don't take from it if I don't have to. I have a few propagating in my greenhouse, and you'll see in a second I have one propagating in water. Very easy house plant. So if you're looking for a plant that's easy to propagate, easy to take care of, I definitely highly recommend a spider plant. Down here in the corner pocket of my shelf is my variegated Monstera albo. Love this thing so much. Not much movement or activity happening from this since I purchased it in a mail order, but it's okay. I'll be waiting patiently for some kind of new growth to happen, but for now it's living here, and as you see, it gets nice natural lighting. So the bathroom is behind me, which you will see in a whole separate tour. I love philodendrons. This is one of my prized philodendrons, my Philodendron Panda. A few of you have cuttings from this mother plant and my other mother plant living in my patio. Both are giving me tons of new growth, and actually there's one section that's 3 feet taller than the top of the DIY stake that I made for it, which is so crazy. So I have to think about what am I going to do for this plant. I definitely don't want to cut from it unless a subscriber is going to buy a cutting from me, then I'll take from it, but I don't want to ruin the length or look of the plant if I can avoid it. So we'll see. You know, maybe I might propagate it in the future just to have a bunch living in my greenhouse to root. So that would be an option, or I can get a whole new stake to make another DIY moss pole for it that is double the length of this one, and it can continue to grow up. That would be nice. But I don't have any like 3M clear wall clips to have plants trail up the wall. I'm trying to think, if I would do that, where would I put the plant, and I don't have any space for it in my small studio. So this works well for me. It's obviously super happy. My bigger houseplants in my studio do go in and out to get natural lighting and rain when I am not in town. These live in my patio because I do close up my windows and this place is dark when I'm not home. But tons of new growth, guys. I'm super excited for this plant. Doing really good. One of my prized plant babies. Okay, so here is what's living currently on the top of my baker's rack. I have 4 plant babies here. One of my Rhipsalis is here in the corner, and it does get a pocket of light here, so it's doing fairly well. Here's a new plant baby that is new to my space. This was from my 3rd trade from my subscriber in Santa Clarita. I got baby red emeralds here, and one of my baby red emerald cuttings
from my mother plant is also living in there as well. Pothos Enjoy, my third one, guys, what's left of it. This is a very hard plant for me to grow in my space. I don't know why, but it loves living in leca. I come to find that my variegated pothos love living in leca, so this is what's currently left from my third mother plant, and the rest have died, unfortunately. So sound off in the comments if you have the same problem as well. One of my prized Rhipsalis is living here, and it's really happy. A bunch of my subscribers has purchased cuttings from me. This is my Paradoxa. I love this Rhipsalis so much. Purchased it from one of my come with me's in Southern California, and it's one of my favorite, and I just love having him living on my baker's rack. Okay, here's everything that's living on my kitchen island. I have a bunch of interesting things. So these Rhipsalises have been living on this vintage wicker chair that I got in Poway, California, thrifting. And these Rhipsalis has been living here since I got this little chair. It's so cute. One of the plant shows I went to in LA, I purchased this Rhipsalis from. On the left, absolutely love it. And these two came from one of my come with me's from a plant nursery here in Southern California. So as you see, I have a lot of propagation happening here, a lot of Tradescantias. If I have any little fallouts, I'll just prop them in here. Save every single section of my mother plants, so they just live here on my windowsill. And I love being able to see the water roots come, and then I plant them up in soil. I don't have much counter space, as you see, but I definitely make it work, and I'm able to still house a bunch of plant babies. Ideally, I would love to have more plants here, but for now, this is what it looks like. Alright, so here's a quick overview of my shelf. I'll discuss the things that are on the top, and then we'll work our way to the bottom. Here we have my Philodendron Rio and my Hartley Philodendron, the jade version, on the left, trailing all the way down. There's 3 different plants in this Philodendron reel, all from different subscribers, either mailed or trade, so that was pretty cool. Thank you guys so much. I love having that plant in my collection. And then here on this top section, there's a lot of propagation happening. On the back left corner, you see some, I think, Chinese evergreen. And these were cuttings that were gifted to me from my subscriber in Santa Clarita from our third trade. So that is new for me. I don't have any plants like that, but I'm up for always trying to rescue or grow anything that you guys give me. So it's just living there amongst other cuttings. And then the back right corner, you see a part of my original red Emerald Philodendron. It is living in water. That thing was a very big headache for me. And then hanging here on the right is a section from my big mother plant that I recently hung in macrame in a white ceramic planter along my patio wall. This plant has been with me for 4 or 5 years, but a part of it fell off, so I'm just rooting it here in water, and the leaves are super huge. It's a very old plant. This corner that you can kind of barely see is my Hoya linearis, and it goes all the way down, as you see. I got this plant a while ago, and I think 2 of my subscribers had purchased cuttings from me. Very interesting Hoya, and this thing moves around from my patio to this shelf, so it goes back and forth. Here in the center, you see my cutting from my subscriber in Temecula. This was the only one that survived. The rest did not make it. But as you see in that middle section, there's tons of new growth, so that makes me really happy. It's living in leca. And then I have my silver satin pothos cutting, which I can actually plant up and put back with the mother plant, living in a water vessel. I do have one grow light here, and I turn it on at night for a little bit. I want to say 50% of the cuttings on here, or rooted babies, are from subscribers, and the rest are mine. So on the left hand side, you see some Statliana cuttings. These are from my third trade with my subscriber in Santa Clarita. And here is my painted lady from our second trade, doing really good. Lots and lots of new growth. If you see the leaf in the center and the one popping out are brand new leaves, so that makes me really happy. This cutting here in the corners from my subscriber from Long Beach, doing really good. And in the back corner pocket, you see one of my original peperomias. I got that from Las Vegas about 4 or 5 years ago. complicated, but living in Leka balls, and it's been living in that setup for over a year now. So that's everything that is surrounding my vintage thrifted owl that I got from Japan. Semi-hydro babies here, as well as cuttings from subscribers. So I really love this section of my shelf. All right, very fun, interesting section here. This is my only variegated Hoya Compacta. This planter was super full, but a bunch of you guys had purchased plant babies from my mother plant, and I definitely don't mind sharing. As long as I was able to keep one section of it, I was fine with that. So it just lives here, but literally I think I sold 4 or 5 different sections. This whole planter was full, but it's okay. When I come across the plant again, then I can start all over. And then here I have a cutting of my Philodendron Brazil. I'll come around here so you can see. So this is my Philodendron Brazil, the mother plant, propagating in water. As you see, look at all of this cute growth. Oh, like seriously, so cute. So this section fell off, so I decided to just bring it in here, and it's rooting really well. Very fun. And then we have 2 of my Marble Queen pothos. This is what's left of my original one, as you can see, not much of it. And then here is my second purchase, Marble Queen pothos, that is doing better. But as you see, both of them are living in semi-hydro, and I just have a very hard time growing them in soil, these variegated pothos. So if you're having trouble like me, try to switch them up in a semi-hydro and Leka, and you might get better results this way. I know for me, I do. Okay guys, we are sitting on the floor now with the last 2 shells. I have some Pilea babies here. These were gifted to me from my subscriber in Temecula. This thing does better in water than soil, so it'll live in water. As well as I got some interesting cuttings from Sonia's mother plant that I tried putting in soil in a recent planting with Jewelyn. It was not happy, so it's living in water. And then I also have another Monstera cutting here. This was from my subscriber in Santa Clarita from our first trade. It has not rooted up, so it still stays there, but ideally I would love to have it grow up like a moss pole. That would be ideal. This is a cutting from my recent planting with Jewelyn live that I took from my mother plant on my first planting with Jewelyn live. It's living in Leka, and I see new growth here, so I'll go ahead and probably prune off this yellow leaf after we're done with this tour. And then back here you see a Philodendron cutting that was also part of my trade from my Santa Clarita subscriber. I see some water roots in here and a new unfurled leaf coming through, so that makes me really happy. I believe this is the Mandianum, if I'm pronouncing that correct. And then bottom here we have my Starfish Sansevieria with a new baby from my Santa Clarita subscriber from I think our second trade maybe. And this was a replacement plant for my Sansevieria starfish that died, but there's a little baby there, super cute. Sansevieria replacement baby that my original one died in the rain. I believe I got this one from Cypress, California. So very cute to see a baby. Love having them in all white planters. Alright you guys, that is gonna wrap up another plant tour for spring 2020, sharing with you everything that is currently living in my studio. I'm really happy I was able to share this before I leave for Las Vegas. I am leaving to Las Vegas in 3 days, and I haven't been there in over 2 months because of everything happening right now in the world. But I'm glad I was able to share with you what the studio looks like. Now that I switched up my furniture pieces around, I was able to bring in more plant babies, and you get to see what's currently being styled in my home. So let's talk about the giveaway rules and the giveaway for today's video, and I will pick the winner 1 week from the time this video goes live. With all of my giveaways, no matter what video or giveaway it is, you have to be subscribed to my main channel and my vlog channel, and be following both of my Instagram account, my main account, and my plant account, and leave a comment down below the city, state, country that you live in, and what is your favorite current house plant living in your collection. I would love to know that. Again, I'll pick a winner 1 week from now. In today's giveaway, I'm going to be giving a dish towel that you see in my studio. I have one currently right now by my sink. I absolutely love it. This is my last one, and I wanted to give it to one of you guys, along with one of my mother plants
rooted babies that's been propagating in water. This is from my original spider plant that you see living in my studio. I thought it'd be fun to go ahead and propagate one of the babies and gift it to you guys in today's giveaway. I absolutely love being able to share plants whenever I can. This giveaway is worldwide, although if you do live outside of the US, I won't be able to ship this plant to you. I would just be able to ship the dish towel to you. But if you live in the US, you'll be able to get the plant baby as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you found this very inspiring. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about my newly styled space with the bed being tucked in that corner? I think I love the layout better this way. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner. And I'm able to have more plant babies here, and it's like really nice to be able to stand at the front door here and see my living room area versus my bed. And I'm able to house more plants as well. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Let me know down in the comments below what was your favorite part of my studio tour. And if you're new, welcome to the channel. Subscribe for daily uploads between the main channel Monday to Thursday and the vlog channel Friday through Sunday. You get a video each and every day. Until next time, aloha from Santa Monica, California. Bye!